Hello, welcome to the E-Zone. I am Erica, and you are getting ready to enjoy the E-Zone experience. So, if this is your first time here, welcome, 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 like in the Baptist church. Anyway, if you found me, that means that we are vibing on the same frequency. That means that we are supposed to be connected during this time. My channel is about dating. I talk about relationships. I talk about things on Instagram that makes my ass itch. I will give you story times. I will give some applicable stories about how I've gotten to the point of where I am and why I think like I do. Because sometimes my opinion and my thought process, it ruffles feathers, right? And I like that. So anyway, welcome, like, subscribe, comment. I guarantee that you will be entertained, if not also enlightened. So if you're back and you are already subscribed, welcome back to the E-Zone experience. So glad that you're back, because that means that we're still vibing on the same frequency. That means that you are way up here and we're still having a good time. So continue to comment and like and share my videos, because it makes me better. It makes these videos better, but I also learn from the comments, and it's an experience, right? This is what this is all about. So I have something sipping here today, which is rare for me. I am sipping on some Crown Royal peach and sweet tea. So cheers. I've been putting up my Christmas tree since Halloween night. It's up, and that's as far as we got. I cannot find all of my ornaments, and I keep threatening to go to Hobby Lobby, and I've yet to go. So I think I'm going to cheat and just throw some lights on there, and maybe my favorite ornaments, which will probably be Harry Potter. If you can see him in the corner right there. That's one I got last year as a gift. So anyway, cheers, and let's wrap. Or ride or whatever. Anyway, so today I want to talk about men having standards. Do they have standards? And let's talk about why they cheat. Everybody talks about it, I know, right? But you have not gotten the experience with why I think they cheat. And we're not, maybe just not all men, or not all men, but maybe not just men, but also why anybody cheats, right? So I've looked at a couple of my videos, and I know I talk a lot about having standards, what my standards are, what the little 3-4 things that I expect in my next guy, right? Just to get me even considering or attracted to them. Just some basic things that pissed a lot of guys off. Still don't understand it, but we're not going there because I don't want to piss y'all off before we get through this video. But I just wonder if men have any standards, any criteria, because the word on the street is that men will fuck anything. They will put their dick in anything. They don't care. They don't care what she looks like, smells like, dresses, what her bank account looks like. If it has a vagina, they will go in it. And that's the word on the street. Now, I can't validate that. I can't vouch for it. I don't know. I don't know. But I just wonder. And I'll say that my experience is that I've run into guys that do have certain criteria. So there's the string here. I'm not going to let that annoy me to the point where I just keep messing with it. So I'm going to treat myself like a little kid and hide it from out of sight, out of mind, right? So anyway, I was thinking, okay. So I was talking about guys who, when I was in the dating apps, and I haven't been in a dating app for about four years. So pre-COVID, whatever that was, which means I was in I was probably 45-ish or something like that. Anyway, I ran into guys who had criteria. They had standards. Like, ran into guys who were late 40s, early 50s, who had never been married, didn't have kids, and they were ready for it. Like, they admitted that they had been whores for most of their dating life, never maybe gotten close to engagement, or just never ever considered it. And now they were looking for someone who, for a wife, and more important, for someone to bear kids with them, someone to give them children. And while I was still probably able to provide kids, probably still can, not interested. Not interested. So that was an easy swipe or an easy end to those dumb conversations about how was your day, blah, 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 right? I also ran into guys who didn't like short women. Like, I like guys who are 5'10" is okay, but I really like me a 6 foot man, right? 6 feet and up, I love it. But I'd run into guys who just didn't like the fun size. They didn't want anything short. So 5'2" meant I was too much fun for them. And again, that meant that wasn't a love connection. We weren't vibing on the same frequency. So I never run into guys. I've not run into guys, I should say never. I've not run into any guys yet where financial stability has come up. And maybe because it was understood when they met me that I was okay, but it just didn't seem to be the criteria for them. So do men have standards? Like, do they care about women having degrees, being able to use their vocabulary, being able to just have an intellectual conversation, right? Like, to have some type of culture. Like, I think anybody who's into politics, who's super religious, wouldn't be interested in me because I don't talk about politics. I don't follow it. And I probably won't be popular for that either, but that's just not my thing, right? And religion, I have my point of view on both, but I just steer clear of that, right? I actually had 2.5 dates this weekend, and half is because I was actually headed to meet one date, and I stopped to get dinner for myself at a bar at a Gabi restaurant in Atlanta. And I met this guy there, and we had a good time, great conversation. Like, the entire time we were engaged in a very fun conversation. So we exchanged numbers, and next day I was turned off, so that didn't go anywhere. Where was I headed with this? And during that conversation, there was a lot of discussion about the things that he'd acquired, his expectation from a woman from a physical standpoint. Like, he worked hard on his body, and that he took the time to go to the gym, and that he didn't have a big stomach, so he didn't want his significant other to have a big stomach either, right? So I took it all in, and I thought it was funny to me because there were other physical attributes about him that were not, that didn't make him perfect, right? So the fact that it was important to him that a woman looked a certain way, I found that interesting. But I don't know. I guess they do have standards, but I do believe that if there's a vagina in the room and the guy is horny, he doesn't care what the outer, what the vagina is in, who is in, how the appearance on the outside. I just think that there are some guys that just don't care. They don't give a fuck. So let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Tell me, do men have standards, or will men truly just fuck anything? And maybe the standards come in when they are contemplating being in a relationship versus just having fun and having sex. Maybe that's the difference, right? And for me, I prefer my criteria to be the same, whether we're just going out to hang out or not, maybe. Because, like I said, when I go to hang out, I want to have fun. I don't want to be stressed about your finances. I want to be able to order what I want to order, and I'm not one to run your checkup. Like, I take me out a lot, so I'm not greedy, and I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. I'm used to shit. So even if you take me to nice restaurants and I order something that might be on the pricey side, that's because I want it, not because I'm trying to see if you'll buy it and I need you to get it. And I don't know. I'm not a kid. I'm a grown-ass woman. So that's number one. The other thing I want to talk about quickly was, why do men cheat? And you know, we always put the emphasis on men, but women cheat too. So why does anybody cheat? I'm going to quickly just give you from Erica for free. Anyone who's in a relationship, a committed relationship, whatever that looks like to you. So whether they are married, whether they are living together, girlfriend, boyfriend, long distance, if they have committed to each other, that they are exclusively loving each other and being in a one-to-one relationship, a monogamous relationship, and then they decide to step out and accidentally, during a drunk situation, because they were tempted, because they were mad at you, because your partner wasn't giving you enough sex, whatever those lame ass excuses are, anybody who's in those committed relationships that cheats, they're cowards. Because as I've said before in a previous video, every relationship, or I'll say most of them, because there are relationships where people are trapped, right? That they are in abusive relationships and maybe afraid to leave, and it's harder, it's a challenge to leave the relationship. But the ones where there are free thinking, individuals with free will, with the capacity, the mental capacity to leave, and they stay in it, and they would prefer to wreck someone's life, to hurt someone by betraying them, by sleeping with someone else, when they can just easily leave. But you don't want to leave because you're greedy and selfish. You stay in it and you do that dirty shit on the side, and you bring that dirty shit back. And I'm not just talking about the sex, the exchange of the bodily fluids. I'm talking about the energy. So you bring someone else's energy into your situation with someone you say that you love. Now, love does not hurt. Betrayal hurts. Deceitfulness hurts. And if you cheat, you're a coward. Because you could be the person that addresses the situation and says that this is not enough. I need something or someone else. And I love you enough to leave and not to hurt you any further. You don't have the confidence or obviously the capacity to do it. Because otherwise, why drag someone into your bullshit? Not for me. Anyway, I don't know why I care. Because I am still retired from dating. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you think. I always want to know what you think. Well, welcome to the E-Zone Experience. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Erica with the K. Until next time. Talk to you later.